moving on. Next one.
Right.
College Wikies. I know you have some strong thoughts on that. We'll talk about them a little bit. First, started by a Stanford MBA student. Somebody, big help for college students. Can I drop this class? Where can I find an apartment? Sort of like almost like a mini Craigslist, but in a wiki form, where you type in and you get answers back to how long do I have to stand in line to get my dorm room back or something like that. Let's take a look at the pitch and then we'll talk about it.
Hey, I'm Jill.
I'm Matt.
And we're going to show you the wiki.
Cool.
Here's how it works. You can post about anything or ask about anything. To post about something, enter the topic and click option 1, create this page. Or, have a question?
Yeah, I wonder if I can still drop that class ID.
Ask the wiki. Search for it in the search box. If the topic hasn't been created, you can quickly and easily ask the other students on the wiki. Type the question and select the email list you want to send it out to. You can have lists for your dorm, courses, class year, or anything you want. The email gets sent to the people on the list you select. All they have to do is reply by email, and their answers will get immediately posted to the wiki.
The one thing I have to say that I do like about it is that we were at a conference. We heard Ron Conway say that he likes businesses when somebody solves a problem and realizes that a lot of other people have the problem. Right? College students have these problems. How do you register for a class? How do you do this? So in terms of the germ of the idea, I like it.
App.
Right. Well, there you go. The problem is that it doesn't do a lot that you can't do somewhere else.
Yeah,
I think the Q&A, this is sort of integrating Q&A and Wikipedia. Why? I don't understand the concept of this. The list, it seems like multiple steps. Why not just be able to post a question, how do I drop this class, and open that up to everyone else to answer it, as opposed to creating lists of people to send out the question to, or maybe I'm not understanding it well, but it seems like there's multiple steps because they're trying to bring together so many great concepts.
I think there's a couple of things. I think first off, we have the founder of Mashable here, so clearly mashing things together is represented around the table.
Yeah, but not like that.
Nicely, in your case, it's nicely done. And I think Vator obviously bring a lot of stuff together, and Always On brings stuff together. Everybody's bringing things together and trying to make new things out of other things. But my problem here is all of those things are actually pretty hard. Answers is actually a whole category with substantial companies doing answers, just answers. If you look at wikis are actually pretty hard things to do. I had a meeting this weekend with the founders of PB Wiki. It's a substantial thing to do that right. Yeah. Doing groups, Yahoo Groups, is a large, substantial product. Email lists and so on, and how do you actually aggregate that content, and how do you manage a community, that's substantial. So unless you've found an amazingly elegant way to thread those things together into some functionality and a user experience that's going to be great, it's tough to do all of that in one place and do a meaningful competitive.
They've got too much stuff in this, don't they? They've just thrown in everything, and Yahoo Answers is already established.
The question is, though, is it useful? Is there a utility there? Do you need to go someplace
no,
to say,
just build a Facebook
how
app.
Do I drop my class? Or, do you need those?
I think what people will go to this for is to find out if their homework assignment has already been done by someone else. So I think the killer app here is, who's done my homework for me already? That's the killer app for these guys.
It's just scrap the site. Scrap the site, start a Facebook app, put all the functionality in a Facebook app. Right. That's all you need to do, because this has got no network. You need to connect this into a network to have all the users. What's good all the users? Facebook does. Is Facebook building that kind of thing? There are a few good Facebook apps for that kind of thing already. Question and answer, assignments. But no, you could clone this in like a week or less.
So
you
how
just
should this
install
company evolve
MediaWiki.
if it should evolve? Let's give some constructive criticism here. They've got a platform.
Well, I think Pete just nailed it.
Delete.
Just delete or turn it into a Facebook app, because Facebook. This is the same way that Facebook started, right? To answer questions or to help kids on college campuses.
Right.
But again, Facebook's already done it, and this is a very small part of it. I think what Ezra is saying is that the ratio of people looking for answers versus giving answers is going to be pretty skewed, because people are going to go on.
You need a lot of people.
Yeah.
Sure. And don't forget Bebo either. Plug into Facebook, Bebo, MySpace when they get an API. Plug into everything. But Facebook's going to be the key one. And just, get that traction with that network that's already there. Don't try and build your own network.
Yeah, I think if these guys get...
There needs to be a vertical on, homework assignments and answers within Facebook. And then worry about, the site and building a network there. But that, in this format, that's just not going to work.
You're a big fan.
I think a lot of entrepreneurs understand a problem. and they figured out that there's a hole in the universe in a particular area, and they say, you know what, I can solve this problem. And I think many of them go about solving the problem by creating a whole new category of products. And so the trick is, what can you use that's out there to pull together and actually solve the problem without creating a whole new category?
Yeah, okay. Just solve this tiny little problem in Facebook on a vertical.
No, they're just trying to tap into the buzz of Wikipedia.
Right, catchy name. So Collage Wikis, Pete, you're going thumbs down.
I'm sorry, Collage Wikis. Look like nice people.
Here, sort of tending that way.
I'm sort of that way too.
Okay, last up on the list today, Friction TV. Coming, Pete, like you came over the water to see us from the UK. 75% of their traffic from the UK, 25% from the US. Starting online debates. It's an election year. They're probably getting a lot of traction, getting some growth. Let's see the pitch and then talk about it.
Hi, my name's Omar. I'm the CEO and founder of Friction.tv.
Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm the Chief Marketing Officer.
What is Friction.tv? We're the UK's leading online website for free speech and debate. We already have 25% of our traffic coming from the US, and we're here to grow it further.
So how does it work? Well, it's really very simple. All you do is you upload your video to spark the debate. You then invite others to participate, either to agree or to disagree. You can upload your video using your video camera, using your mobile phone, or using our direct-to-webcam input.
Who's Friction.tv for? Well, it's for the masses. It's not about an age group or a demographic. It's about a mindset. We already have 18-year-old students on the site debating the issues that are relevant to them, right through to 80-year-old grandparents also talking about what they want to.
You want to be an agent for social change. There's money to be made?
I think this is great. I think the idea of the anti-social network is fantastic. Everybody gets on and fights with each other. I think that there's a purpose there. And frankly, not dissimilar, as Bambi was saying, not dissimilar to Seismic in a certain way, that you get on, you have a dialogue. You know, maybe my guess is a lot of this is in text, but you have text, you have video, you have multimodal communication. I think that is great. And following Bambi's Flickster thing, where she found the person most like her, in this case, it'd be like, who's the person most not like me, and how can I pick a fight with them? And I think there's a lot of interesting ideas to do where you create sort of, confrontational communities on the internet.
Yeah, but, I mean, going back, Seismic had the YouTube problem. I think these guys might have the YouTube problem as well. I know how much time, I mean, I spend all my time wasted on YouTube, but, there's like people debating what Darwinism, 9/11 truth,
right.
Ron Paul.
Right.
That's already happening where there's an audience, and this is the problem for all these guys. It's like YouTube is huge in the video space. They've got such a huge audience.
I mean, I think that they have a niche. I mean, it's all about sparking debate, and what their model is not to be just a destination site for debates. What they want to do is partner with, and they've already done this with UK television stations, UK radio stations, where they get a reporter, and the reporter comes up with a topic. I'm going to vote Republican, or I'm going to vote for Hillary Clinton. What do you think? And so they actually get somebody who is more of a moderator and someone with an audience. So a TV personality or radio personality, they go on and they reach out to their audience, their viewers, and they get their viewers to submit, their opinions.
So we're talking about kind of a messy old media crossover.
Well, their model is really reaching out to the people who need content. So there are lots of reporters, having been a former journalist, I know that I need content. So you reach out to your audience and you say, give me content, give me feedback on this particular topic that I'd like to debate. And you, as the moderator, filter it out, and then you put it on TV, you air it on whatever channel you're on. And so is it a big market? I don't know. But
See, some of the content is pretty idiosyncratic. I mean, I was looking earlier, they're talking about debating, are there UFOs at the U.S. Capitol, Or the one I love is, are radio presenters born without souls? I mean, the question is this, is it going to translate across the water too? Most of their content, a lot of it's geared for the UK. You were talking earlier about the difference between the political sort of dialogue there versus here.
I was saying to you before, it was just, here it's a lot more polarized. Right. There's very much kind of two sides, and you guys are obviously voting in the election. The UK is just moving towards the middle. Both parties are moving towards the middle. There's no real choice. So it's not as though, having a UK political debate site is going to be hot stuff.
Yeah, but most of the people from the UK I know are pretty opinionated about a lot of things.
Yeah, the thing is, CBS with Katie Couric started that free speech. It was all, and the problem with having that on sort of national TV is that you don't have enough airtime. to put everybody's opinion on there. But what you have online is you have all this real estate to put tons of opinions on and choose and select the best opinion.
You're not going to have any trouble generating content. I think the question is, what's the quality of the content be?
I think the quality is going to be good. I think the quality might even be kind of better on average than something like YouTube. It's going to be kind of engaged, intelligent people. Right. It's just that in terms of kind of ability to scale this, ability to kind of reach into new markets, no conveyance.
My question is,
you're saying YouTube already does it too.
YouTube already does it, and it does it globally, and you know, it's just got a much bigger audience for talking about your issues.
But YouTube is a video with comments. I mean, I think that the video with comments is sort of like a dialogue.
Sure, but you can reply. You can do video replies.
Yeah, you can. Sure, you can. But I think the question is, if you categorize that and say this is specifically in design for this problem. So like Flickster really designed a bunch of features and things around the movie, the celebration of movies and the community around movies. This would be the same thing around the celebration of debate and the features of debate, and I think that it has to have great features. I think not everybody's opinion should be promoted. I think it has to be sort of, in order to drive traffic and get people thinking, you can't just go in there and see endless drivel of the same people sort of saying the same thing in one sentence or whatever is of just garbage. I think the question is, how do you get in there and actually have interesting debate between, you know, intelligent to very intelligent people that people can observe and participate in? Because my guess is most of the people, as with all of these sites, aren't actually contributors. They're voyeurs and viewers and readers and
that's the case for most sites.
So the content. So you're using the community to generate the content. Are you creating content that's conducive to large volumes of voyeurs? Otherwise, it really isn't a business.
Right. And how are they going to end up with generating revenue?
And also, if you want to get a debate going, more people is going to be more useful, which is why I keep coming back to, hey, you need an audience for these things. Right. You've either got to plug into a social network or it'd be huge. I mean, even YouTube started by plugging into MySpace. Don't forget that.
Right.
So, you know, these guys have got to start, you know, if they're not already. I haven't looked into that, but they need to really plug into other social networks. Right. Maybe we can do something with Bevo, because that's huge in the UK. It's huge in Ireland and Scotland. But I'm undecided on this.
So these guys, I think their chance is, it's like a televised debate. The idea that everybody participates and they get their revenue and traffic from everybody debating, I think, is wrong. I think the idea is they have to create a venue, and they have to create a Hyde Park corner where people are going and watching. It's actually a small percent that participate and a large percent that watch.
Okay, we got to wrap it up on Friction TV. Anybody?
Not so, but I'm kind of 50-50.
I like it. I like the debates.
I'm going to go thumbs. I'm going to go thumbs like Northwest.
I got to go a little back because I'm not sure.
I'm going to go a little bit.
Oh man, Southwest.
Well, I think if they follow that model, and they partner with traditional media companies, they could be they can kind of aggregate a lot of that content. So that's pretty clever.
I think that's all the companies we're talking about.
That's all. That's it. Yeah, we're going to wrap it up. So that was a nice sort of maiden voyage into this whole sort of look into Vator companies and social networking, and we don't have a name yet.
Right, if you have a name, please send in your referrals with $500 checks made out to Vator TV.
But John, you have a great name. So what's the name that you think?
I think the Pitch Fryer.
Pitch Fryer. What do you think?
Pitch Fryer. Is that with the E or without the E?
Are we over here?
He's the Pitch Fryer.
And where do the dots go?
Oh, okay, I got you. We're talking about that.
Ezra?
Mine would be the Pitch Box.
Pitch Box is good. Like the Vator Roundtable. That's really original.
With Baby Francisco.
What's yours?
Oh, I'm not.
How about Mash a
Pitch?
If you do Mashable, then I'll put it on my site, sure.
Yeah, got it.
Mash a Pitch. Mash a Pitch. Well, if you have any suggestions and feedback about the program or any ideas about the topics we should cover, and maybe if you want us to grill you, offer you constructive criticism and feedback, ping us on Vator TV, and that's a wrap, and thanks for watching.